how did this come about?
Well, Cristiano asked me to do it. Simple as that. I didn't ask him; he asked me.
When?
Recently, he's been thinking about this for a while. I mean, I think it's no secret that he's felt a built-up of deep frustration about what's been happening at United in the last year in particular, and certainly this year. And he feels that it was time to speak out, and he knows it's going to be incendiary. He knows it's going to rattle some cages, but I think he also feels that he should be doing this, and he knows people will criticize him, but he also knows that what he's saying is true, and sometimes the truth hurts.
When did you do the interview, Piers?
I'm not going to say. I've done it recently, obviously, but that's between me and Cristiano. But he's been thinking about this for a while, and then I got a call. I want to do it now, and I think part of the timing for him was the World Cup. Obviously, is about to start. He's with Portugal. They got a very good team. He could have a good World Cup. It gives him a month away from United, and it gives time for what he said to settle in, and then they can come back and try and resolve things. I mean, I think that he's not, as he makes the point in the interview repeatedly, he loves Manchester United. He loves the fans, but what he's come back to is, in his view, a sort of stagnated club, which hasn't moved on at all from where he left it, and he can't understand why not, and he just feels if he doesn't speak out, nothing will change.
Why do you think he chose you to do it?
Well, actually, I asked him that, and he said, "Because I like you," which I know will come as a horror. I know that may come as a horrifying shock to you three, but actually, there are some people out there who do actually like me, and I'm not afraid to admit it in public. We've got a strange friendship.
He's saying he did it because you won't ask him the difficult questions. He thinks because you're his friend.
Well, why don't you wait to see what questions I ask him before you decide whether I've lost my journalistic chops?
Yo, gang, no, check this shit out, man. Man, Piers Morgan just spoke on TalkSport, and this is what he said, man. Y'all heard it from your own ears. He said that Ronaldo wanted to do the interview by himself. He's saying that it's Ronaldo in the first place that wanted to do the interview. Now, I don't even know what to say about this shit, because that's even worse. It's not like Ronaldo got caught lacking. He wanted to do this interview, man. When Piers Morgan got asked when did the interview actually happen, he did not want to say, but he did confirm that the interview happened recently. Now, I can't help but think Ronaldo actually missed the last two games of Manchester United, the ones in the League Cup against Aston Villa and the one against Fulham in the Premier League. I actually wonder if he was really sick, because the reason they gave was the fact that he was ill. Maybe he was out here practicing for the interview. Now, according to Piers, just like y'all heard on the video, Ronaldo has been wanting, plotting, and thinking about this interview for a minute, and I guess everybody's still shocked about how the interview went down. But anyways, man, Manchester United have released their own statement. The whole Monday, everybody was talking about this shit. Now, this is what Manchester United released on their official website. They said, the club will consider its response after the full facts have been established. Our focus remains on preparing for the second half of the season and continuing the momentum, belief, and togetherness being built among the players, manager, staff, and fans. And that's what all they said, man. By saying this statement, man, they have given themselves some time to plot on the next move for Ronaldo. I'm assuming they'll be thinking how to move him on. They will have around a month to come up with a solution. And it's crazy, man. This is not the end everybody thought Ronaldo would have at Manchester United. Piers Morgan tried to explain the reasoning behind Ronaldo's outrage in the interview. I'm not gonna lie, man, Ronaldo is looking kind of crazy. And that whole interview, man, is kind of wild, man. It's really hard to see him coming back from that shit. It feels like his value might plummet after such thing, man. I'ma keep it a buck. And one way to grab a W out of all this mess is none other but win a World Cup with Portugal. If Ronaldo wins the World Cup with Portugal, man, the club and the fans will be back on that dick riding thing, man. It feels that's the only way Ronaldo will leave this club with his head held high. And on top of that shit too, at this moment, it feels like there's no club that wants his service. But if he wins that trophy and if he puts some good performances in the World Cup, man, his value will skyrocket yet again, gang. I do not recall any time in history where anybody attacked Manchester United, the board, the manager, the ex-legends in the way that Ronaldo did. Piers Morgan has actually already confirmed more part of the interview will drop down. We'll finna drop during the week. More parts about the Glazers. So he ain't even done. And before I'ma wrap up this video, I'ma just show y'all what Zlatan and Mourinho said recently about the club. Ibrahimovic said in his new book, everyone thinks of United as the top club, one of the richest and most powerful in the world, and seen from the outside it looked like that way to me. But once I was there, I found a small, closed mentality. And Mourinho back in 2019, he said, one of the best jobs of my career was to finish second with Manchester United in the Premier League. I keep saying this because people don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But having said this shit, man, the way Ronaldo went about this whole matter, man, it's kind of savage, it's kind of crazy, it's kind of wild, and it's kind of gangster at the same time too. I know a lot of people won't be happy about that shit, man, but who gives a fuck, y'all? We don't want that censored shit, man. We want shit uncensored, you see what I'm saying? But anyways, hit me up with your thoughts on the comment box. What do y'all think about this whole matter? Are y'all happy Ronaldo went about it the way he did? Or do y'all think that shit was lame? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box. It's your boy YoungMully. Let's subscribe and it's lit.